Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. On this video, I'm going to take you back to my studio in the making really, of where I use, what room I use and how I light my videos, the room that I use to record all my videos, all that good stuff. So also I get asked quite a bit how I make these videos, what software I use to make my videos, what thumbnail maker software I use to make that. I'm going to go through all that stuff in this video for you. So first things first, let's go back to the studio and I'll show you that first. I want to warn you, it is a mess back here. I'm sorry, I apologize. The lighting doesn't seem very well back here either, and I don't know why that is. Hopefully I can lighten it up through the software. But anyway, here is my studio room with my green screen back there, which looking on this camera does not look like it looks very well. This is my camera that I use, the Canon Rebel T3i, older DSLR camera, but very effective. Sitting, of course, back here on the tripod, pointing towards the green screen. And as you can see, this room is not really big enough for what I use this for. Ultimately, it'll be much better when I get a different lens. This is the standard 18 to 55 millimeter stock lens that comes with the camera. If I get a wide angle lens, it'll be much better back here because it's such a small room. Basically, the tripod's sitting here, and that's the view basically that you have of the green screen. One other thing I did want to touch on about this camera that I have is this screen. This is why this camera is so popular with people on YouTube. You could take the screen out, use it that way, and flip it forward. That way, when I'm standing out there on the green screen, I can see on this screen what's being shot. That's why this is one of the most popular cameras for people that do YouTube, because of the flip out screen. There is my microphone on a stand right here, which I usually am standing here with the camera way out there. I also have a light up there on the ceiling fan that I use. And these two umbrella lights that I have, one there and one there, when turned on like that, they're basically just to light me up. These lights is what lights up the background, if you could see them. They are shop lights, work lights. They just basically shine right on the green screen. I got one there and one there. Eventually, I'm going to mount these up on the ceiling there. I'm going to have one here and one there and get two more for down here on these tables that I have. So I have one there and one there. You see X spots and mark spots on my floor. And that is for me, for where I stand. And out there I have a tripod mark for my tripod. So I kind of get my stuff the same every time. Where I stand, the tripod, over here you will see some upcoming outfits, different things that I'm using. Of course, George's clothes with his famous red jacket. Of course, his hat and his pair of glasses. Excuse me as I jump over to the other side of the room. Notebooks with my index cards that I take notes with. Microphone, batteries for my camera, another lens for my other camera, various camcorders and remotes and tripods and glasses that I use. My wireless mic is right there. My lapel mic that I haven't really used yet, but I'm going to be using that outside. Lots of different wigs. Got like a wig store going on here. You will see all that later on down the road, I'm sure, with a couple different hats. And of course, you know them. Look very creepy now, don't they? There's Mama. There's Uncle Bob. Of course, Mama's famous gear right here. And of course, Uncle Bob's shirt, which is hanging here. And also the whiteboards that I use to write myself notes or scripts on, and camera bag over there, two camera bags to take all my various gear outside. Yeah, that's fun. So anyway, now that I showed you the gear, or I'm at least trying to, I hope this gets brighter when I try and lighten it up with the software. I'm going to turn my other camera on and kind of show this in action for you. So I turned a few lights on for you already so you can see. But this is only a few of the lights that are on. Notice this side's real bright over here. Got that light on there, that light on there, that light on there, and of course the microphone is just out of the picture, right here in front of me. I will turn on the other lights now. There's that one, and here's the background one that I need to mount a few more of them. Now, very, very bright, it looks like a lot of sun, but really it's just a bunch of lights. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 lights, and I'm gonna add 2 more to make it 7. As I said, I want 2 lights that are going to be right here on the ceiling pointing towards the backdrop, and these 2 shop lights here are going to go down on the floor more, shooting up. Basically all behind me, and these two lights right here, the umbrella lights, are going to illuminate me. So that is the studio. As I said, the mics, people are asking me what kind of mic I use. I think these mic that I use is a Aztec. I'm not sure the model of it, but it's your basic boom mic, and I have it on a stand that I bought. The stand, actually, believe it or not, was very, very cheap from eBay. It was like $20 for the stand, but it is like 8 foot high. I can have it boom above my head where you can't see it, and the mic is a telescopic mic, so you can set it at regular, or you can put it on telescopic, which means you're further away from it. And that's usually what I use all the time. Even though it's right in front of me, I'm not right on it. I also have a wireless mic over there that I can hold, but I'm not planning on doing any more singing or karaoke, so that's out of the question. And I showed you the lapel mic that clips onto my shirt. That's all wireless as well. I'm going to be using that as I get outside. It's going to be fun trying to hide that mic sometimes, but there it is. Anyway, now I'll do a rundown of all the software and all the other stuff that I use. If you are just starting out, and people always want to know what's a great software to use if I have like pictures and I want to make a slideshow and put music behind them, that sort of thing, or just basic, picture slideshows with different transitions of the pictures fading in and out, and you can have different things where they flip in from one side, flip in from the other side, and dissolve, and different stuff like that. Honestly, a good software, and it's free, is Windows Movie Maker. I'll put a little icon here for you, and that's free. I know a lot of new computers don't come with it, but you could still get it and download it if you go to the Windows website. You can get it and download it. I know in particular it's really good to use the oldest Windows Movie Maker software, to be honest with you, because there's a lot more options and different things you can do in there. I forget exactly what it was, but I ended up using the oldest software more than I did the newer version of it. For some reason, I forget what it was, but anyway, yes, Windows Movie Maker is great for that kind of thing. It's very basic, but it's good for if you have video clips and you want to mash them together with a bunch of pictures, fading in and out, and different sorts of things, and add music and different songs, and you can do all that for free. It doesn't cost you anything. It takes some time. That'll get your foot in the door, so to speak, on how to do things. Because once you learn one video editing software, a lot of them are pretty similar to being the same. Not exactly. There's different things. They're a lot more intricate the better software you get. But anyway, that's the basic beginner software I would advise anybody to use just starting out for something simple. I went from Windows Movie Maker to Magic Movie Edit Pro. I have 2 versions of Magic Movie Edit Pro, and I have the 2014 version, which is actually what I use, and I have the 2017 version, which I don't use. 17 seems a little bit too more buggier for me. I've used it a lot, and it's not much different than 14, but it seems like 17 crashes a lot more than 14 does. So I tend to use Magic Movie Edit Pro 14. Again, I'll put a picture of both of these in here as I talk about them. And you can get them online. I got mine on eBay. I think I spent 50 or 60 bucks, I think, if that, for the softwares. Actually, I think the newer one I only spent 40 for. And if you go to like Magic's website, 90% of the people out there are using their older versions because the newer ones haven't got patches out yet to fix the lockups and the glitches and just different things that go on with the software. So I found that the older software works better than the new. Now, I have recently upgraded and got Adobe Photoshop Elements 14 is what I bought. not the newest, but kind of the middle of the grade. Again, people are using that a lot more than they are the newest, or they're getting to Adobe's website and doing a pay per month thing. You can get a subscription for it and just pay monthly fee every month to use their software, and that's constantly updating. I know a lot of people that do that, and they say it's the best thing to do. I think it's 20 bucks a month, but you get the latest and greatest software, and every time that there's a new update, it automatically updates for you. But it's not like having the software. I like to have it. I don't know. That's just my crazy thing. But again, I have Adobe Premiere Photoshop Elements 14, and it has the Photoshop in it, and it has Elements, which is video, and it's a little bit of a learning curve for me. I have yet to really mess with it a whole lot. I've been doing more with Photoshop here lately with pictures, and you know, I'll take my photos and maybe put George in there with me and put a picture behind me like I did with the car thing with me and George in front of my car. That kind of thing. You can do all that kind of stuff with that, which of course Photoshop is top of the line. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? What else? Oh, okay, thumbnails. My thumbnails, I use a software company called Laughing Bird Software. You can try, at least you could when I signed up for them, you could try it for free for, I forget how long it was, a week or 2 weeks or a month or something like that. But Laughing Bird Software, which make a program called the Creator 7 actually. That's what I use for all my thumbnails. When you see the little cartoon character kind of thing and the big fonts and different stuff, they use that. I know a lot of people use Canva or something like that, and I have yet to try it. I think I checked into it, and it looks pretty cool. It looks a lot similar to what I use, and that's totally free. I'll put a little link to that somewhere down here in the description, maybe below. But a lot of people use that, and it's supposed to be very good stuff for making thumbnails. Great stuff. But I use, like I said, the Creator from Laughing Bird Software. It works good for me. I can use that for any type of banner I want to use for Facebook, or any pictures for Instagram, or any little thumbnails. All that stuff is all included. That was, like I said, you get it free for so long, but then after that you pay $37, but that's for a lifetime. So I spent $37 on that, but like I said, I got it for a lifetime now. I don't have to ever pay for that again, and I have it. I own it. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much what I use. Maybe the next video, if I have anybody that's interested, I will take a few clips of video for you and put them on the software and show you how I make videos. If there's anybody interested in that, let me know in the comments down below, and I will do that if I can find a screen capture device. I know I have it on my phone. I could always put the camera on my computer, but that doesn't look as good. But anyway, if there's any interest in that, please let me know. Again, this is just to have a look around my studio. Hopefully you liked what you saw. I know it's messy back here. I apologize for that, but actually it's a lot cleaner than usual. Usually I got all kinds of crap laying all over the place, but I cleaned it up a little bit for this video. This room is only used for recording. I don't use it for anything else, so that's why. I mean, but anyway, that's the gear. That's what I use. That's what I edit with. And there you go. So hopefully that answers some people's questions. I will put all the links that I talked about here in the description down below. If you would like more information about any of this stuff that I'm talking about, just click on some of the links down below. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for checking out my gear video, and I will see you in the next video.